Hi guys, how you doing? So, at the beginning of every video, this will be implanted. Implanting things of how I'm trying to dive deep into your subconscious memory. Okay, so tarot cards and stuff will start soon, but if people could literally please leave a timestamp below so people can, when they see the sun, moon, rising and Venus, if they've seen it, you can skip through it and then go to the reading. Okay, but I very much would appreciate just a moment of your time. So one thing that I really do offer, and it's had great feedback, but it's constant stuff that comes to me. Okay, so I'm going to teach you about a lot about vocabulary, but a flair, but to focus your energy and direct it to where you're truly supposed to be going, of where I can dive deeper into your subconscious memory to literally trigger off the responses of where you find responsibility for one's own actions. Okay, now a lot of this might seem very kind of physical, but it's physical and metaphysical. It's how we deal with things in the actual physical that lead to the 3D response of time, which is still time. Okay, it's the time of separation that you take, where people can take from your subconscious memory, and why that is so important, and things that people are missing. Okay, because you end up missing in action and not realizing why retrograde still brings the same lesson around again when you think that you've got it, but then someone comes back for round 3D. Okay, so why it happens in the 3D, because it's an energy tear and an energy flare of physics and also metaphysics, but it's also the response of a flare. So you can have a flare up and a tear up, but if you have a flare up and a tear up, you're tearing the time-space continuum of the 7 chakras that run through your body. So this is a lot of stuff that I will teach people about metaphysical and connection of where people still drain your energy psychically. So psychically, it's still projecting forward a focus of where I can focus my energy on your DNA coding system of obviously like the Matrix, and it will break down that coding for me, that will give it to me to give it to you. It triggers a response. What I've learned through a lot of these Skype call consultations is terms and conditions. It's where there is a term and there's a condition, but there's a condition that's pulled from me that gives it to you. Normally when I speak and I channel, I'm pulling it from you, and it's an energy exchange. Okay, it's an exchange. So when we learn about energy exchange, it triggers off a response where I can figure out where your coding is of where people are going wrong. Okay, but that also pulls it out from me where I learn just as much from you as what you do me. Because sometimes when I'm channeling, it gives you information that is also unlocking those secrets and those depths of desire through Pandora's box, but the depths of desire of all the secrets that are locked away within the subconscious, it pulls them from me to actually give you a response of something that I didn't know myself. So it gives you the information as well as it gives me. So thank you. You know, thank you. So I do really much appreciate that, because all the people that have returned and people that I deal with on a physical level have had so much great response through how they're now responding to their own subconscious memory, because it's fine tweaking your own matrix system of where it will learn, hopefully teach you to focus your energy more on the sweet spot where you're unlocking the desire of Pandora's box. Pandora's box does not hold one secret, it holds many. Okay, but that is locked. And it's not locked down here, it's locked in the subconscious memory. Okay, so you will see things appear, cards towards the end, and it will give you another kind of affirmation or another thing of where I also kind of explain the same kind of thing but slightly differently. But the client consultation of Skype calls and other things, the exchange of empaths is so important, of where, trust me, you are really missing the secret. You're missing the secret, and that's why I thought I would leave this on at the beginning for people, because it's so important of the first step of what they're really missing. And when they go away and you form the separation of oneself, is where you end up coming back round for another fight, and where it still comes back round as of another lesson with someone else, because of a lot to do with what blame is. But people think that blame is where you're just physically blaming someone. there's a lot more depth to it than that. Trust me, there really, really is. But a lot of these secrets and stuff that I give to people will require homework too, but it will give me a lot to give back to you, you know. So there's an exchange of, but it really will unlock those secrets of where people are seeking for the answer. It will give you the answer. Trust me, it will put you on your path much, much, much quicker, much quicker. So also over on Patreon, you might find some of these videos in tier, where we tear up and we have tier 2. Tier 2 is still a teaching segment that I offer certain videos as well, but there are certain things that I will only do in Skype consultations. Now, a Skype consultation is just an equally and vitally important more, because what I'm saying, it helps me hit that spot of where you can't find it. That's why I dive into your subconscious memory, that helps it dive into my subconscious memory, that reflects it back from me to you, from me to you, from me to you, and we form the quality of a connection that is pulling secrets from me to give it to you, and the secrets from you of where I can explore your dark side for you. Scorpio ascendant. But it pulls that dark side where I can explore your dark side of your subconscious memory that's here, that pulls and draws the focus around, so you can more focus on oneself, of what we say. But self-worth comes in many forms, many forms that people miss, okay? But it will help you focus more on your third eye, because people empathically, psychically pull from your third eye, that pull you directly to focus it on them. That's the main part of what you miss. So I can help you balance your vision and help you balance your third eye, that will draw balance back to you. It will draw what's meant for you back to you, okay? Cancer, how you doing, guys? So we are here with your September the 7 experience. I got my phone out because I got a song for you, and it came to you about rabbit. You won't stop talking. Why don't you give it a rest? Sorry, but that's what I've just had. The rabbit song, which is, you got a beautiful chin, you got beautiful skin, you got beautiful face, you got taste, you got beautiful eyes, you got a beautiful thighs, you got a lot without a doubt. But I think about blowing you out, 'cause you won't stop talking. Why don't you give it a rest? You got more rabbit than Sainsbury's. It's time I got it off your chest. Rabbit, 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 rabbit. Sorry, that came up, whether that relates to you or not, Cancer, but that is your song for September. The rabbit song, 'cause you won't stop talking, but you got beautiful taste. You got beautiful eyes and you got beautiful taste, but you won't stop talking. Why don't you give it a rest? That can reply to anybody in life, right, Cancer? But let's see, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus for September, 'cause you got a beautiful face. Chaz and Dave sung that. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus for September. Let's see what you've got, what we've got for Cancer. Well, it might make you single. Sorry, but ready to mingle also is what I heard. Well, I'm ready to get out there and start dealing. Start dishing it out is what I've heard. Dishing it out, 'cause you won't stop talking. Why don't you give it a rest? Okay, giving it a rest the day before. What do you reckon? What do you reckon the day before rest? Carry on, carry on, carry on, as if nothing really matters. Well, nothing really matters in life, so we've got to carry on. We've got to carry on. I know work's difficult, and I know it's difficult to try and make time for one another, but I love you, 'cause you got beautiful eyes, you got beautiful thighs, 'cause you won't stop talking. Why don't you give me a rest? I've got no idea, Cancer, whether this is relating to you or not, but you got beautiful eyes and you got beautiful thighs, but when you give it a rest and just relax, chill out, man. Smells like chill out, man. Listen, I got some good herbal for you. Sorry, that's what I also heard. I got some good homegrown. Someone's growing a vegetable patch, or someone's growing some herbs in it, blood. Some herbs in it, blood. Someone thinks they're Radzi Nesbitt, or what's his name? Ali G. Alright, blood? What's up? What's happening? I've got some homegrown, or you are grown, or it could be a children. It's like, listen, sweetheart, they're growing up way too fast, and you just listen. I know it's difficult, and I know they've got no idea where they're going, but what do you call a no idea? Lost. Right? Lost without you, Cancer. Someone is lost without you. Because you've got beautiful eyes and beautiful thighs, and you won't stop talking. Probably about life. Probably just life's a burden, right? Life's a burden. Something's a burden. Someone's single and it's a burden, the fact that they're single, and it's like, when the fuck am I going to meet someone? Because I've got beautiful eyes and I've got beautiful thighs, and I'm ready. I'm ready like Freddy, and I'm ready to go. I work out at the gym. I've been working on my posterior, is what I've heard. My posterior, my biceps, my triceps, even my triceps, and I've got no idea where a tricep is, but I've been working on it. I've been working on this, and I'm working like, oh yeah, Beatles, right? The Beatles, working like a dog. Yeah, so working is like, listen, I might even know how to work a pneumatic drill, but please stop talking. Sorry, when I get home and I want to rest, and I just want to probably seek out my vegetable patch or whatever we went over with, because I need to just take it to rest. Put it to rest. Sorry, Cancer. Continue on this story for Cancer for September. I keep hearing that song. 'Cause you won't stop talking, why don't you give it a rest? Just give me a rest from work. It's like, just give me a rest, bruv. You're putting too much on my plate at the moment. It's too much on my plate. Like, I enjoy you as a partner, but I also enjoy my free time. It's kind of like, you know, when I'm at work, and I'm like fucking working like a dog. But when I get home, I'm like tired and want to go to bed. It's like someone's taking pills. That's what I heard. Sorry, it's the Jaws, right? Jaws. I'm tired and I want to go to bed. Bum bum bum. Tired and I want to go to bed. I had a little drink about an hour ago, and it's gone right to my head. Sorry. Something's going to someone's head, but because probably someone wants to go to bed. That's what I'm saying. It's like, well, listen, when are we going to go to bed? When are we going to go to bed? Well, we've got a whole day ahead of us. We've got a whole week ahead of us. We've got a whole month ahead of us. Listen, we've got a lifetime. You are caught in the middle of a rock and a hard place, because we have got a lifetime together. Could be getting pressurised to be married for some people. It's like, listen, you know, I want you to put a ring on it. I want you to put a ring on it. Put a ring on it. I want you to put a ring on it because I'm with you and I'm single, but I'm not single. I'm with you, but I want a ring on it to make me a 10. To make me a 10, because I've got a 10 here. Some of you like saying, listen, if you don't put a ring on it or you don't commit, then what's the point in carrying this burden? So that you can relate these energies to anything, even if it's work or home. So when you're going to give me a contract, this is a contract of something that's begun but ended. It's like not ended, it's only just begun to live. White lace and promises. And on a kiss and we're on our way. It's only just begun. Could be a child that's only just begun. Or it's like, when are we going to have our own child? Man-child. Oh, it's another song, Man-child, right? Yeah, but when are we going to have our own, like, newborn? Too many cards. Cancer. Someone who's rising in Venus. Sorry, I'm spitting my words out. Someone's spitting words. Spitting. Someone's spitting. Someone's spitting and rapping. But they're probably spat in someone's eye. Sorry. Spat in someone's eye. Or something. I don't know. Someone's blind. Like, blind. Or something. Or something's eye. Someone's eye. Someone's got a keen eye, but someone can't see. something. It's like they're trying to work their way home, but they could be visually impaired, is what I heard. Visually impaired, or pear. Someone could have a pear tree, and a partridge in a pear tree, and a partridge in a pear tree. What day of Christmas was that? What's that one mean? Partridge in a pear tree. That might be irrelevant to something. A partridge. Like, you might be getting married at Christmas or something, or been single since last Christmas. Continue on this story for Cancer, Sun, Rising Venus. 4 September. Cancer, Sun, Rising Venus. 4 September. Continue on this story. Thank you. So this is talking. This is talking. Talking. The universe is talking to you. Talking. You're going too much talking. Why don't you give it a rest? Because I'm tired. Because I'm tired, man. It's tired. It's like oppressive. Oppressive for being single. This is like water energy. You're looking and seeking. Looking and seeking. Someone's desperately seeking a Susan. Someone's desperately seeking something, but some people could be on this feared path of like, you know, I'm fearing talking about this problem. Whatever this problem is, it's talking, but it's speaking. Because there needs to be a shift in the energy in order for things to be more revealed of why someone has fear, because it can be fear of things that are hidden. But really, life is right in front of your eyes all the time, you know, but this could be, like I said, something that's like visually impaired or something, because this is stuff that you can't see, and this is someone that's having difficulty in seeing where they're going. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, it can relate to you, but it can be new. Like this could be new, like a newborn idea, because it comes from the head, so it'd be idea. So it could relate to a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces moon, or a fire sign moon. But really trying to seek something out, like the Discovery Channel. The Discovery Channel. Someone's like, well, listen, when I get home, I'm just single, but I want to go to bed, but for a start, I need to go on the Discovery. Someone's trying to discover something on the internet, is what I feel. If they feel stuff's like not been disclosed, like there's disclosure to something that could free somebody up, but someone is like trying to seek what that is to help. This is like, help, I need somebody help. Now just because this can be a codependent energy, so it can be like mother, father, but not codependent, you're just reliant on like a 9. Not just anybody help. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. And now those days are gone, I'm not so self-assured. I never needed anybody's help in any way. So help me if you can, I'm feeling down. Someone, when they feel down, or when they feel like they need a pick-me-up, some of them do resort to, no, that can just mean natural remedies, tablets or a natural remedy or a natural born healer, but they need a remedy. They need a remedy. Because they fear that something is that they just can't see yet. It's like, regardless of what that energy is, it's like it's not yet been revealed to them through talking. Talking. We need to talk. It's good to talk, right? Because that's why the moon represents things that are hidden, because people are not talking. If you're not. About stuff that's locked away in the subconscious memory. You see, subconscious memory. That's why that relates a lot to what I'm teaching, but the subconscious memory is locked things away. That's why it's hidden. People say, oh, this is not a hidden card, there's not things hidden from you. Yes, there is things hidden from you. You can't know everything all at once. There is stuff that's locked inside your subconscious memory. That's why it relates to a Pisces as well. Because it would be a 2, you know, it would be the high priestess, the desire, things that are locked, secrets, Pandora's box, things that are hidden It does mean secrets, but not from you. But it does. It's the keys of the universe. You know. Because things that are all done and said in past life, of reflection, of mystery, that's why it's a history. Because things that were said in a past life you don't yet know, and that's what you're coming here to unlock through Pandora's box to know how to move forward to ascend on where you're supposed to be. Okay, so when you seek out a medium, this can also be a medium. This mysterious girl, I want to be close to you, but this could be someone that's trying to unlock that box. You see, unlock the mystery of why this is happening. So there's a mystery to the history of why this is happening to someone, and that's why someone is like reliant on someone. Continue on this story for Cancer, Sun rising in Venus for September, Peace Spirit. Thank you, thank you. Optimism, there you go, great card. Optimism, so it could also be family members and stuff. This could be a family member that's a fire sign with Earth in their chart or somewhere like that. You've got two women also, two women, so it can be like mother, daughter, child, you know, that kind of thing. Or it can just generally be a fire sign. But optimism about something that's still like, it's like trying to find an answer. It's trying to seek, it's trying to remain optimistic about life altogether. Or the optimist, but the opticians is what I picked up, the opticians. But the optimist is a Turin Brakes song, The Optimist. I forget how the song goes. One of my favourite bands of all time. Turin Brakes, The Optimist. I'm sure it's called The Optimist. But the therapist. Well, this would be a therapist as well, therapist, because it would be a healer. So it would be a spiritual healer or a healer. If not, it's self-remedy, remedy, because someone's not talking, and that's probably why someone needs a remedy or something. Because also there's locked hidden secrets of desire of a remedy that's going on as well. It's like you're my remedy, but you're also my like arch nemesis is what I heard. My alter ego. My alter ego of arch nemesis. People could have fire in their chart generally around. I think it's going to lead to awakening. I just see the Tower, which could be the fear of the unknown, the towers of the unexpected. What's expected of you is what you're expecting of yourself to live in the present tense moment. You know, the optimism is a present tense of what the Tower can bring in through an awakening, put it that way. Because some people could be flipping their lid. If they get wound up that much, they can end up acting out, because it's suppressed desire of why the universe intervenes. Because it will release energy from your crown chakra, but you can like block that off and tell stuff to piss off. You know, you could be dealing with an Aries maybe. Not saying that they tell everyone to piss off. No, but I'm just saying that they would know how to deal with matters more lenient, put it that way. But that normally is Sagittarius energy to me. But you have fire and fire. So it's like, fire, quick, put a bit of vinegar on it, pet. Listen, put a bit of vinegar on it, pet. It's fine. Just put a bit of vinegar on that heel, and that'll heal it if you put vinegar on it. So someone's like a wise, like, they know stuff about healing remedies. You put a bit of vinegar on it, pet. That was Avid Marion, wasn't it? What's his name? Sorry, I forget what the show was called. Just put a bit of vinegar on it. 17 on the clock. 17 minutes past. There you go. 5. So 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bingo. 4, 3, 2, 1. Ted. Bill and Ted, but also 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, what was his name? Anyway, sorry, yeah, healing, mystery of trying to raised someone's vibration and try to get someone to like listen, but they're resting. Putting something to rest. You might also go to awake. You had the awakening. This could also be awake for some people. A bit like alive, she cried from the other side. Someone's trying to contact. This is contact the deceased, contact the living through the living years. Trying to contact the deceased through the living years. Because every generation blames the one before. And all of their frustration, I'm afraid that's all we've got. I know that I'm a hostage to all my father held so dear. I know that I'm a prisoner of all my hopes and fears. I just wish I could have told him in the living years. In the living years, someone could have passed. But someone's optimism is feeling very optimistic about the future, sure. Because this is the day of rest, you see. The day of rest. It'd normally be on the 7th day, but it'd probably happen on the 4th day of the 4th month or something. Something when you was looking after someone, when you look after someone, it happened, something happened on the 4th month or the 4th week, the fourth, because someone's saying go forth because it happened on the 4th. It's like I keep picking up 4. Continue on this story for Cancer. Some realising of Venus through September, please. Please continue on this story for Cancer. Some realising of Venus through September. So I'm only going to take that one that fell first. This one here. There you go. So there's some general conflict around around family. This is like the Hierophant. Okay, so it's 5. So it still represents, you know, a lot to do with society in general, but it's working on and building relationships that heals them at the same time. There's a healing, something that happened after someone needs rest and they have a lot of like inner turmoil, but struggle in getting around is what I'm also picking up. Because 5s talk about working on things, getting around the issue and working around it. So someone does have trouble in getting around. Or you'd see the person that they get around. I'm sorry, I did hear that. I see like a roundabout. There we go again. It's like swings and roundabouts. It's like a tennis match. Could lead to a lot of family feuds. Put it that way. Fusing one's energy. So I do work with that during the Skype calls. Fusing, being fused and triggered. This is a triggered response through family members. So I do work with that, and I've come up with loads and loads more. Trust me, loads more. Even when I finish a Skype consultation, I'll learn more, and there's more to even add to people that have already had them, you know. When you unlock the secrets and desires of Pandora's box, trust me, I have to be careful what I say on here now, because it's just, there's a lot of stuff that I have to do for readings and for tier 2 and stuff, and separating the energy. But there is a separating in the energy, because you go from a 10 to a 5, which is a 6. So it's like really trying to move. Someone has trouble in moving or wanting to move, or they just keep moving. It's like chess game as well. It's like, well, what's their next maneuver going to be? What's the next maneuver going to be? Are they going to start a fight? Are they going to contact that person? And I've got to deal with the oppression of that person to be the reliant energy of, if they come back to the family with conflict of what we carry when we see things, when we do things, we bring it back home with contracted energy. That's one thing I'm teaching to get out of that. Okay? Because it's vital. Believe me, people, it is vital. It's stuff that people are missing. It's vital to one's energy of realising what that is. It's a lot to do with labelling and blaming, a lot. Okay? But But I have to promote that because I'm a healer, you know. I read cards, sure, but I do my best work when I work with people. That's what I do, you know. But someone is definitely visually impaired, or they're paired off with someone that they don't like. Someone's trying to pair someone off. Someone has got a pear tree, is what I'm picking up. A pear, or they're like pear drops, or eye drops. Sorry, eye drops, but pear drops. Like what do you call it? Aniseed in pear drops, right? Aniseed or seed. Someone like bird seed or seed. Or like the weed. It's like it could be healing remedy of weed, you know, smoking weed. It could be an illness that someone has where they need to take something, or they do something around that, and it causes a lot of conflict within their general family life. And probably for some at work, where they think that it's working, but it's kind of like debatable. Put it that way. There's a debate. There's a debating energy that's like the court system, or a debating on something. Yeah, because this can be a debate that people have at a table. It's like, sit around the table. I've got something to say. Because you won't stop talking. Why don't you give it a rest? Rabbit. Someone could be at a table eating rabbit. So, we're going to carry on with the rest of this reading. Over on the other side, all the cards should soon start appearing, like the beginning video did say. Very much do appreciate it. This will also be over on Vimeo in your monthly folder, or Patreon, like we've said, okay, or the private reading. But everything is below, guys. Thanks very much. We'll give you more cards here and then clarify everything, just so I can get a bigger picture of what this is going to be. All right, guys, thanks very much. Have a good September, and I'll hopefully see you through the beginning of September to do your weeklies or bi-weeklies. Okay, guys, thanks very much. See you soon.